It's been 5 weeks since anyone has seen 13-year-old Lily or 10-year-old Violet Decker. They were last seen getting into a black SUV with their dad in front of their mom's house in Osoyoos, British Columbia. That same day, their dad was captured on surveillance video at a Walmart parking lot in Chelan, Washington. But he and the girls have not been seen since. This case has so many twists and turns, so many weird details. And after 5 weeks, we still don't know what happened to those girls, or if they're even still alive. We've got updates, and we want to hear your thoughts. First off, some background on this case. Travis Decker is the girl's dad. He's a 43-year-old Canadian citizen who lives in Osoyoos, which is a small town in British Columbia, about 20 minutes from the U.S.-Canada border. Travis has joint custody of Lily and Violet, but they live full-time with their mom, 42-year-old Stephanie Ford. Now, sources say the couple had a contentious relationship history, including accusations of domestic violence. In fact, court records show that in 2019, Stephanie accused Travis of assaulting her during a camping trip. She said he pushed her to the ground, injuring her knee and back. However, in 2021, Travis got his own restraining order against Stephanie. He claimed she choked him and called the police. On May, Travis flew from Canada to Washington State for a scheduled visit with the girls. He picked them up from their mother's home. Surveillance footage shows him arriving at 1:50 p.m. in a black 2017 Chevy Equinox. He's driving a brand new car, a white 2023 Toyota Tacoma. The girls are seen leaving the house with their dad. They get into the Tacoma, but then they all switch vehicles. The kids get into the black Equinox and it drives away from the house. No one knows it at the time, but that's the last time anyone will see Lily and Violet alive. At 2:48 p.m., Travis's phone pings a cell tower near Royal Slope State Park, which is just east of Chelan. It's an unincorporated community along the Columbia River in Chelan County, Washington. Travis never arrived at his campsite, however. According to park officials, his truck was captured on surveillance cameras entering the park at 3:08 p.m. It stayed there for nearly 2 hours. At 4:55 p.m., the truck exits the campground. That was the last time anyone saw Travis or either of the girls. His phone loses signal at 6:11 p.m., nearly 10 hours after he entered the campground. Now, why are we telling this story? Why does this matter? Why should you care? Because this case is terrifying. This is a father who allegedly killed his own daughters. I mean, obviously, there are so many unanswered questions here. What did Travis do with the girls after he left the campground? Are they dead? If so, where are their bodies? And most importantly, why did he do this? Those are important questions. But the fact that he may have buried their bodies in that campground is also a huge deal. So this case matters because we need to find those girls and we need to bring them home. There have been so many leads in this case over the past few weeks, but unfortunately, none of them have panned out. Now, I want to go through some of the most recent ones. First up, on May 26th, Travis's lawyer filed a motion claiming that his client needed to be able to speak to his daughter's maternal grandfather. The filing says Travis wants to talk to him about, quote, the children. So why would Travis want to talk to the girl's maternal grandfather? Was this something that he set up beforehand? Or is he hoping to get information from this guy that could help him evade police? We just don't know. But that's why the FBI is trying to interview everyone involved in this case, every possible person of interest. There's nothing too small that might seem insignificant. It could turn out to be a vital piece of information. Also, on May 26th, the FBI executed search warrants at multiple properties connected to the investigation. These are places that Travis has ties to. The search warrants were served at a property in Oroville, Washington, a property in Osoyoos, British Columbia, and a storage locker in West Hills, Washington. The FBI also searched a landfill in Bridgeport, Washington, but apparently they were not looking for the girls in that particular landfill. So what did they find? Well, they haven't said much, but we know that one of the vehicles used by Mr. Decker was recovered. I'll bet they found more than that, though. I'll bet they found digital data, maybe deleted digital data from phones or computers that could be crucial to this case. But the FBI hasn't released any of that information. They won't say if they found anything at all. But here's what we do know. On Tuesday, June 5th, an Amber Alert was issued for Lily and Violet Decker. You've probably seen this before. It's a nationwide system that helps locate missing or abducted children. But the alert only went out on Tuesday, 9 days after the girls went missing. That means the FBI thinks these girls are still alive. If they didn't think that, they wouldn't waste the resources on an Amber Alert. Another thing that tells us the girls are still alive is the FBI hasn't released any sort of John Doe or Jane Doe information, so we don't know if they're looking for other victims. Typically, when someone commits murder, they don't wait 5 weeks to dispose of the body. This is not like a normal missing persons case. This is like a cold case, like something that would happen in a cold case. And we're only 5 weeks into it. So that tells us the girls were likely killed very close to the time they went missing, meaning they're probably dead. But because of the Amber Alert, we can assume they are still alive. So right now, we're working with the assumption that they are still alive. Here's another interesting development. After the FBI announced they were investigating the disappearance of these girls, more people came forward claiming that Travis made inappropriate comments towards other young girls. A neighbor told Global News that Travis often talked about his daughters in a sexual manner. He allegedly made comments about how cute his daughters were and how attractive their legs were. He allegedly bragged about taking them to Victoria's Secret and buying them lingerie. He also reportedly told people he was interested in having a 4-way relationship with his ex-wife, Stephanie, and the girls. Obviously, we can't confirm any of this. These are just allegations from unnamed sources. But it is odd that these stories surfaced after the FBI got involved, so they must have gotten similar tips from other women about Travis. What else do we know about him? Well, we know that he's been arrested twice in the past year. Once for drunk driving, and once for breaching a court order, both in Osoyoos. We also know that he has a lengthy criminal record. He's been convicted for weapons charges, assault, and harassment. Now, let's not forget that these are only allegations against him. He has not been charged with killing his daughters. But as you're watching this, keep in mind that the FBI has taken the rare step of launching a nationwide manhunt for him. They have put up a $100,000 reward for information leading to the location of Travis, and they have alerted the public that he is considered armed and dangerous. So if you see him, do not approach him. Call 911. That's what we know about this case as of today. Of course, as soon as we learn anything more, we'll update you. Until next time, please follow us on our channel. Leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on this case. Do you think the girls are dead or alive? Let us know. Thanks for watching.